Hi everybody, welcome back to Competitive Modern League. Today I'm going to play round 5 with Jeskai Tempo Geist. Before I get started, I just want to let everybody know who's been participating in the channel and commenting and liking and subscribing that I really appreciate it and thank you. It's been about a month, I think, since I've relaunched my YouTube channel, and I've tried to relaunch with a lot of really good videos, not just play videos, but some of the vlogs that you might have seen. And I have some other ideas. It's just that they are time intensive, so it takes a little bit of time to get them out and to produce them. If you like what I do, like my videos, if you want to show me that you want me to do more, subscribe. And if you want to take an extra step that I wouldn't know about, but you just think that the work I do here is worth sharing, then I would really appreciate it if you would share some of my videos with your friends or your other social media channels. I'm really trying to sort of put effort into this YouTube channel and not be afraid to succeed with it, which is going to be a subject of an upcoming vlog. Being afraid to succeed, kind of talking about fear, things like that. Okay. One more thing before I get started, check the upper right hand corner of the screen. I have 2 videos I'm going to link. The first one is to my latest vlog. It is about the best Magic the Gathering tournament bag ever, at least in my opinion. I do a parody of the Professor from Tulare Community College, which I've gotten really good feedback on. So if you want to laugh and then you also want some information, go check that out. Also, my latest, well, not my latest, my only other YouTube project, which is about landscape photography. Excuse me. I live in Switzerland, and I try to spend, one day out of the week if I can, going to a place and practicing my photography skills and trying to capture amazing images. And if you think that that kind of thing sounds interesting, or if you just want to support me further, please go check it out, like, subscribe, that kind of thing. Okay, round 5. Let's get it rolling. One other thing I forgot to say, if you want all the details on the deck, check the short description for a playlist to the whole league. Watch round 1, that has a detailed deck tech in it. That's all I forgot, I think. Okay, we are going to be on the draw. 4-land hand, but we have 2 cantrips. We can cast all of our spells. We have early interaction. We have a way to improve our hand. As far as 4-lands hands go, this one looks pretty good. If we're playing against a deck that we need a fast clock against, I was going to say we can just... Oh, and the hand just got way better. Yeah, let's lead on Colonnade. Uh-oh. I say uh-oh. Is this Abzan, or worse, is it black-white tokens? What's the worst thing it could be? It could be black-white tokens with the 2-mana card Smallpox. Okay, it's Abzan. This is going to be an interesting one, to say the least. So I 100% want to Serum Visions. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just want to play this, and if they do something like play Liliana, I can discard a land, attack it with Snapcaster Mage, bolt it, and then Serum Visions. Feels like Liliana's going to come down. Lingering Souls. On Offense of the Foremost. I wasn't expecting that. It's a beefy creature. Okay, we don't have a path. Let's do this. And I think I want to... I think I'm going to Geist. We still need to find an answer for this creature. We may need to find answers for multiple big creatures. I made a mistake by getting an island. The reason I made a mistake getting an island is I didn't, you know, I don't always audibilize every single thing I'm thinking, but I was like, okay, at the very least I can team up this Electrolyze with a Bolt and take care of this Anafenza. Alright, is this a Lily? That's pretty tragic. I guess I thought he would have played the Lily. I guess he didn't want to play it into counter magic. So now I'm like even worse punished because please let me get a red source. Really screwed that up. The reason is I could have electrolyzed one, bolted, and just cleaned up this board state nicely. I guess I can at least start by Serum Visions. And that's a bummer. That's super interesting. We need that. Okay, so there's the other red source. Put that on top. I'm so salty about. This is probably just gonna get pathed. Man, what a mistake. Alright, it's made. Gotta move on. If I'd gotten the red source, though, this just would have been so much better. Draw that Sulfur Falls. So at the very least here, I can Bolt, Snap, Bolt. Maybe I want to hold on to the dragon until the game... Well, if I get Thoughtseize, that'd be bad. I was going to say, maybe I want to hold on to it, though, until there's like a Lingering Souls on the table or something to that effect. Is it Siege Rhino? Alright, Grimflare. Still going to have to find a way to deal with this Anafenza. Now Bolt, Snap, Bolt. It doesn't do the same. Yeah, I don't want to cast this dragon just yet. Alright, well, we're going to lose the dragon. This game is completely falling apart because of my failure to get another red source. Had we not done that, we would have killed the Liliana, killed the Anafenza, probably untapped, and then just played the dragon instead of everything that's happening now. It's probably, outside of it getting Path, it's one of our best cards in this matchup. It's so sad. Now the Grimflare is also a 4/4. Man. So I guess now we just have to hope that we can, well, if we draw a Path, that's good. Otherwise, we're going to have to try to block this with a Colonnade, which is most likely going to die. He gets to like put his hand in perfect order too. This is a Goyf. Buys us time, I suppose. And also just taps it out so that he can cast the Siege Rhino and put us at 1. It's just interesting how, like, I'm going to keep a white untapped in case we draw a path. Goif, alright, well, this is getting increasingly difficult to get out of. That's a start. That's another start. Kind of want to cast this Spell Queller, but I think I'm just going to take an opportunity to cast 2 paths here. When I say I kind of want to cast the Spell Queller, what I'm really saying is that I wished our opponent had played a Siege Rhino that we could have Spell Quellered. Alright, so another path, another snap, another cryptic command, kind of keep us in the game here. Helix does keep us in the game. Alright, let's pass. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this, because I suspect our opponent is not short on removal, because they could have pass, they could have fatal pushes. If we play Spell Queller to block, and he kills the Spell Queller, we get to Helix his face and survive. If we just activate Colonnade, and he kills the Colonnade, we can still Helix his face and survive. I feel like this gives us 2 chances. The reason is, if I play a Spell Queller, I get another chance to try to kill it, and another, I get another chance to try to kill it with this Colonnade. I expect us to get Path or Abrupt Decade. Alright, so let's Helix the face. We could just get Siege Rhino into Oblivion here. Feels like a Siege Rhino. No, it's not great, but it's not a Siege Rhino. We're alive. Path would be real sweet. We could attempt to pressure this Liliana, which he's not even sure that he wants to tick up, because he probably has like Fatal Push and Path in his hand, but we could activate the Colonnade, attempt to pressure the Liliana, and if he tries to kill the Colonnade, we can Path the Grimflayer. But I think there is 2 paths left in our deck. I'm going to fetch at the end of turn. I don't think that 2 is different than 3. Alright, so we're all in on Colonnade, it would seem, when our opponent didn't activate, so we know that plan's not going to work. That's all we got. Got to try. I could have waited for him to attack, but I expect him to just kill the Colonnade. Yeah, okay. Screwed that game up. Okay, so we want the Thunder Maw. We want the Dust Dawn. We possibly want this Staticaster. We are going to be on the play. I kind of want to see if how Shadow of Doubt works in these grindy matchups. We definitely want the Celestial Purge. I don't want Click. I don't want Geist. I mean, I don't want Click. I may want Geist. The bolts aren't great. The Helixes I like just because the life gain can be relevant, so let's keep a couple of those in. Spell Snare is good. Snap is good. Probably just, if it's going to come down to cards I want to cut, I'm going to cut. It's going to be burn spells. We maybe don't want all the Geists. He's not great against Lingering Souls. They're in it. They have a lot of really big creatures, so maybe I don't want any Geist in this matchup. Geist on the play is good. It's bad against Liliana. The shadows of doubt are kind of what is. Maybe this is just wrong. Yeah. Maybe this is just trying to get too cute. I think it is. I think we probably just want another bolt. It can help us fight planeswalkers if we need to. Maybe we don't want the Staticaster. Like, it's only good against Lingering Souls, and we have some Electrolyzes, some Hellkites. I think I like this better, just leaving in the 4 bolts. Bolts Not Bolt can get rid of his bigger creatures. Let's give this a shot. Yes, play first. I'm going to keep this hand. And I'm going to start off right away with the Steam Vents into Serum Visions. I'll probably just lead on Guy. If this Electrolyte stays in our hand, I will probably just lead on. If he doesn't hand disrupt us, which I think is unlikely, I'll probably just Geist on turn 3, and then if he follows up with Liliana, we'll Electrolyze Liliana, and then we're each just effectively down a card at that point. But I don't expect my hand to remain intact. Okay, it's cool. So I want all of this, actually. I want the Spell Queller. I want the land. I'm going to do this. I'm almost tempted to just play the Explosives out on 2 if we keep it. Even if our opponent Abrupt Decays it or something, we use our mana that turn. And it means, it looks like we're going to get hand disrupted, though. We'll see what he takes. We'll see what he takes. I like going on 2 because if we play it on 2, then that means that if he has the 2-mana creature, we get to then follow up with Geist, and it's a clean answer to it after the fact. But I think we're getting Thought Seized or Inquisitioned or something. Yeah. He's probably going to take the Geist simply because, like, against his bigger creatures, these Electrolyzes and these Explosives. Well, the Explosives does something against his 2-mana creatures. But the Electrolyzes don't do anything. And if he has a Lingering Soul's hand, then these are all kind of like just redundant spells. So let's see. Explosive. Do I just want to run it out there on 2 now? He already knows about it, so he's not gonna. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Like, he could kill it, but then that's kind of what he does with that turn. It's primarily here for his 2-mana creatures anyway. And now that he knows about it, he's not going to extend a bunch of 2-mana creatures into it regardless. So it doesn't have that surprise factor. So I'm kind of fine with he did that. It gives us a chance to do something nifty with Spell Queller next turn. Let's go ahead and shock. Fine that he did that is like, I won't say fine, but it's like not the end of the world. So I hope he doesn't hit a land drop. Well, I don't hope my opponent gets mana screwed necessarily, but what I was really thinking is I kind of hope if he hits a land, it's not a fetch land or it's one that comes into play tapped, and we can Spell Queller like a Goy for something here and start some beats. Liliana getting Spell Queller, that would be the best possible outcome here. If he's like Black Source Liliana, we Spell Queller attack. Especially if we could untap with a Cryptic Command, that would be sweet. If he doesn't do anything, I think we are going to Electrolyze, even though we want these from Lingering Souls. We just want to start cantripping through our decks. The more of our deck we see, the better off we'll be. All right, opponent's passing. I am going to Electrolyze. I could Queller, but yeah, let's play this Sulphur Falls, Serum Visions here. Cryptic is great. I'm going to go and put the Hallowed Fountain on the bottom, put the Serum Visions on top. We have up Spell Queller, then the turn after that we get to shock with the Sacred Foundry, Serum Visions again while holding up Cryptic Command. Come on, play a Lily. Play a Lily. Let us Spell Queller it. Please, sir. Don't, like, Inquisition and then play a 2-mana creature. That's what I don't want you to do. I think if he Inquisitions, then we are just going to play a Spell Queller it. Because well, let's just see what happens. If he plays like Inquisition into Goyf, maybe we just let him take whatever. We cantrip with our Electrolyze, draw the Serum Visions, and then it's a new draw underneath that. And then we still get to Serum Visions with Cryptic up, so we might find an answer. We don't get to Serum Visions, we get to Serum Visions and hold up Cryptic, but kind of didn't expect to see gray. Yeah, I'm going to Spell Queller. I mean, I know it doesn't counter Tasigur, but opponent's at 12. So I think that the damage is it's time to start getting in with some attacks. Plus, we get to Serum Visions here. Wow. That is big. That is sweet. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to... I don't know that this is what will happen, but I'm going to put the Thundermaw on top. Do I want another Queller? I don't think I want another Queller. I want the Thundermaw on top. I'm going to shock. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have put the Thundermaw on top. I just may have made a small mistake. Because what I want to do is I want to bounce this. I'm going to do it anyway. Because this is kind of a nice tempo play. And there's some chance that he either can't replay it next turn or taps out to replay it, which he probably can't replay it. But now what would stink is if he like thought seizes this Thundermaw Hellkite away. So let's think. Anyway, so Lily here, Kitchen Finks is fine. I'm gonna ignore the Finks, and I'm just gonna. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna Hellkite and get in for 7. Because if he doesn't have an answer to it, I suspect he will, but he needs to answer both these creatures, because this 7's him, and then we have Bolt and Electrolyze to finish the job. And if he can only kill one, then the Spell Queller. This is kind of, I mean, our opponent is stumbling on land, so it's not exactly a fair comparison, but this is what I want the Thundermaws for. Like, I'm not saying it's better than bringing in Elspeth or something, but I like how it's just like, answer this creature or die. Now. Not like, I'm going to take over the game and grind you out with an Elspeth. It's just like, kill this or you're dead. This is very simple. Pause while my opponent is in the tank. Alright, opponent is fetching. So maybe he's going to push path, in which we will just untap and Bolt Electrolyze, go to game 2. Can't imagine if he has a path he's going to let me untap. That would seem silly, because then I have Spell Queller. Maybe he's just going through the motions. I guess I'll pause the recording again. I guess he could have another Finks. And he's like, okay, I can play the Finks and go to 6, and I'll take one from the Thundermaw, but if that's what he does, we're not just going to Bolt to show him that he's dead, only because I want to attack with Thundermaw. Okay, he did not have an answer to the Thundermaw, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is, I mean, he just didn't, it's like, didn't have the path, dead in 2 turns. That's why I want to play Thundermaws, just kill. Anyway, I think the way that we're sideboarded here is fine. I haven't actually seen Lingering Souls. I cannot imagine that he is not running it, though. Would I want anything other than... I don't think so. Disdainful Stroke is somewhat reasonable, but by that point, I think we're fine to just have our Cryptic Commands. Let's submit this. Alright. Can we fight the uphill battle twice? Well, our opponent got mana screwed, so that made it a lot easier. When I say uphill battle, I just mean that if all like this style mid-range deck, like good stuff, if you take like the mid-range decks, Jeskai, Jund, Abzan being like the big 3, and really it's mostly like, you know, Jund and Abzan. People don't really tend to think of Jeskai as mid-range, and this is more of a tempo deck. The decks that had Restoration Angels and stuff like that before, they were definitely more mid-rangey. But the GBX decks are... Ugh, 2-lander. I'm going to keep it. And put that on top. And then we're going to draw it, and we're going to fetch into the Steam Vents and cast it. Maybe I should just get a Hallowed Fountain. Like, I need double white here. No, I'm gonna get at least our colors to start. Okay, I want all of these lands. Got a bunch of answers. Let's put this on the bottom. Oh, I meant on the top. I meant on the bottom of this card. Darn, can I undo that? Oh wow, I can. Wow, yay. Okay, so on the top, and then this on the top. So if my opponent plays a 2-mana threat here, we get to play the Logic Knot, hang out on the Logic Knot, and then put this path into play. Now this is interesting because maybe I just want to purge this. I'm gonna pass. I really don't want him to get a trigger. I also don't want to give him a land. We don't have to decide anything just yet. Could path. Then if he plays a Liliana, we have an answer to it. I could also, I'm just going to take it. That might be some people might be like, why would you? I'm not sure what the right decision there is, actually. It's probably never right to let them get the flare trigger. It's too bad we don't have another land into play, only because if he plays another 2-mana creature, I would love to explosives it. But I'm not gonna like worry so much about trying to get my 2-for-1s. All right, I'm glad we didn't. I know we have an answer to it, but I'd still rather just Logic, not that. All right, it's Plain Island, say go. Now I am gonna path this. I'm gonna discard this Dust Dawn because there is some chance that we get. I made a mistake. Super annoying one. God, I'm playing a little too quickly. I'm not thinking in this league and just kind of in general. Like I have 2 things I could cast this turn. I should have played the Plains. Now I have to like decide. I think I want to stop him from. I think I'm gonna path this now. He can literally. I guess one way this could go awful is if he then Inquisitions. I don't think he will though. If he Liliana upticks, I'm going to discard this Dusk Dawn anyway because we could get value out of it later. I actually think I'm going to discard I want it to be the Explosives or I want it to be the Dusk Dawn. I think it's actually going to be the Explosives. This is even worse because the way he played this, if he had done this previously, I didn't even need to discard anything. I could have pathed and purged and been fine with my day. Oh, these little edges, man. These little edges make a big difference. I'm going to do the Explosive. Now, if he has Lingering Souls, this is worse. But if he has other big creatures, it's better. Now if he has Lingering Souls, this is great, especially if we draw another red source. What would be awesome is if he untaps and like double Goyfs and we dusk it all away. What would be bad is if he Lilianas and then we have to discard this Dusk Dawn. If we draw a red source and we actually can kill the Liliana, that's good, but he's in a position where he could like Liliana and hold up path quite easily. That's slightly awkward how Grimflayer doesn't kill. This is awkward. These creatures are supposed to be big, not small. Alright, well, we're going to start by dragoning for sure. I'm not going to hold back the dragon. That's not how this deck works. Alright, here's what we want to happen. We want Skoos to be a power 3, and we want Grimflayer to be a power 4. We want this Dusk Dawn to survive in our hand, and we want to be able to cast it and kill all of his creatures. I guess there's no creatures for the Scavenging Ooze to eat. Okay, so Dusk Dawn clears away, so I'm actually going to have to, unfortunately, sit on... I'm not going to be able to attack with Thundermaw, and the reason is I'm going to kill these two, then Scavenging Ooze can eat them and become a 4/4, and that would be this plus this is death. Let's see, this costs... Yeah, so I just have to do this, unfortunately. Wait, I just realized something. I haven't played with these two cards together. It'll kill my dragon as well. Damn, this didn't work out. I totally didn't sequence any of this correctly. I really screwed this game up, guys. My apologies. Because now I'm just dead. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked last turn. Shit. I guess he could have eaten one of these. Because now I will kill everything except this, including this, and then he gobbles this up, gobbles this up, gobbles this up. Man, that didn't work out right. Alright, well, this is not going to work out. I'm kind of disappointed. I can't even... I guess I can block this with the dragon, block this with the Scavenging Ooze, but then I'm just... Or block this with the Queller, but then I'm dead to Scavenging Ooze plus Shambling Vent. It's 3 to... So it's 1, 2... If he does this one, this one, this one. Oh, I just screwed that up. Man, how did I just like totally throw that game? I mean, I just throw the game away. I just like screwed it all up. When I hit 1, I hit the button, and I wanted to cast Spell Queller and then block the Tarmogoyf. Alright, so game 1 screwed that up because I forgot to get the second red source, even though I had thought about it. I didn't say it, but I was like, I need to get a second red source, but then I just got an island, and that screwed up that whole turn sequence, which I feel like that's partly why I lost that game. This game, let's see, what did I do incorrectly here? When I discarded the engineered explosives, at some point I think I knew about a dragon. That was a total monumental bleep up, because it should have. This is me just not having have played before with Dust Dawn and Thundermaw Hellkite in the same deck. What I should have realized is that I had a Thundermaw, and that this could kill a bunch of 2-mana creatures and not kill my Thundermaw, but that this killed my Thundermaw. Because if I could go back and that Dust Dawn in that exact situation we were in was this engineered explosives, which I discarded, I would have been able to play this on 2, kill the Goyf, kill the Grimflayer, kill the Scavenging Ooze, and attacked for 5, and raced his 2/3. All right, I could have won. I could have won this match. Whew, what are you gonna do? It happens. It's Magic. You make mistakes. It's part of the game. But I would have been so much cooler to 4-1. At least I like. If I know what I did wrong and I can go back and I can see the lines, then I don't feel as bad about it. Is when I'm just like, you know how you get that feeling where you're like, I know I could have won that game. I know it. I know it somewhere. My brain knows it. Like subconsciously, my brain's already put it together, but I haven't like consciously realized what it is. That always feels more annoying because then I'm like, can't figure it out. Man, why can't I roll back the clock? That would have been so good. That would have been so good. I also majorly screwed up forgot to put the white source in play. Because in that situation, I wouldn't have had to discard anything. Because he like attacked first. So I'd have attacked, pathed it, purged it, moved on with my life. Not even, I wouldn't have even had to, the discard wouldn't have been an issue. I would have played the dragon, attacked, sat on Dust Dawn and the engineered explosives. He would have played all of his 2-mana things. I would have swept them all away. We would have won that game. And I'd be talking to you guys about how great a 4-1 is. Okay, well, better luck next time. Not luck. It's not luck. That's better skill. I just need to play better next time. I need to not be so quick deciding with my lands and colors. That could have just been easily avoided. Okay, I think I've pointed out all the major snafus in this league. I hope that doesn't mean that you're going to unsubscribe and not watch my videos anymore. Please don't do that, guys. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not a professional player. I'm just a guy. All right, well, that's it. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I'm going to try to have a vlog ready this Sunday. I didn't do one last Sunday. Anything else I need to say? Put some links up here. Check out my other videos. I would really highly appreciate it. And as I've said before, if you like my videos, please like. And if you want me to make more, please subscribe. The likes, the subscribes, the comments, that's how I know you guys like what I'm doing. And that motivates me to want to keep doing it more. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys Sunday, hopefully. And I'll definitely see you guys Monday with another league video. Bye for now.